What if I told you that a Chinese electric SUV is quietly preparing to challenge cars from Tesla, Hyundai, and even some German brands without making a lot of noise, right? But that's exactly what the 2026-27 BYD Sealion 7 is trying to do. This is not one of those overhyped concept cars that look good only in pictures. This is a real, practical EV that people like you might actually consider buying. And today, we're going to break it down honestly. No marketing nonsense, no fake excitement, just real talk. So before you skip this video, let me ask you, would you trust a BYD over a Tesla if the value makes more sense? Let's find out. Starting with the design, and honestly, this is where BYD is getting really smart. The Sealion 7 doesn't try too hard to look futuristic like some EVs that end up looking weird after a year. Instead, it goes for a clean, sporty SUV coupe style. You get a slightly sloping roofline, sharp LED headlights, and a front fascia that looks modern but not over-designed. From the side, it actually gives a bit of Porsche Macan vibes, but without copying it directly. And that's important. It feels inspired, not cheap. At the back, the full-width LED light bar is pretty much expected in 2026, but BYD has executed it nicely. It looks premium at night, and more importantly, it doesn't scream for attention like some flashy EVs. Overall, if you're someone who likes a balanced design, not too aggressive, not too boring, this car hits a sweet spot. But let me ask you, would you pick this over something like a Tesla Model Y, just based on looks? Now step inside, and this is where things get interesting. The interior of the Sealion 7 feels surprisingly premium for what BYD usually charges. You get soft touch materials almost everywhere, clean dashboard layout, and a very minimalistic vibe. It's clearly trying to compete with Tesla's simplicity, but with a bit more warmth. The seats look comfortable and supportive, especially for long drives. Rear seat space is also decent, not class-leading, but definitely practical for daily use. Headroom might feel slightly tight for taller passengers because of that coupe-style roofline, so keep that in mind if you're over 6 feet. One thing I personally like is that BYD hasn't removed all physical controls. Unlike Tesla, where everything is inside the screen, here you still get some buttons, which honestly makes life easier while driving. Because let's be real, nobody wants to adjust AC from a touchscreen while stuck in traffic. Talking about tech, yes, this is a tech-loaded car. But again, let's keep it real. The main highlight is the rotating touchscreen, which has become a signature BYD feature. It's cool at first, and yes, it does grab attention, but after a few days, you'll probably just leave it in one position. The infotainment system is fast, responsive, and supports most modern connectivity features. The digital instrument cluster is clean and easy to read. Wireless charging, multiple USB ports, and a decent sound system are all there. But here's the honest part. While the tech is impressive, it still doesn't feel as polished as Tesla's ecosystem. It's good, but not industry-leading. And that's fine, because BYD is clearly focusing on value rather than perfection. Now let's talk about AI features, because every brand loves to throw that word around these days. The Sealion 7 is expected to come with an advanced driver assistance system, voice commands, and some smart driving features. The voice assistant can control basic functions like navigation, climate, and media. But don't expect some sci-fi level AI that drives the car for you while you sleep. This is still a driver-focused vehicle with assistive tech, not full autonomy. And honestly, that's a good thing, because most people don't trust full self-driving yet anyway. Moving to performance, and this is where EVs usually shine. The Sealion 7 is expected to offer dual-motor all-wheel drive in higher variants, which means quick acceleration and solid traction. We're likely looking at 0-60 mph in around 4 to 5 seconds, which is more than enough for daily driving and occasional fun. Battery range is expected to be competitive as well, somewhere around 450 to 550 km depending on the variant. BYD's blade battery technology is known for safety and durability, so that's a big plus. But here's the reality check. This is not a performance monster. It's quick, yes, but it's not trying to be a sports car. If you're expecting insane speed like a performance Tesla, you might feel slightly underwhelmed. But for most users, this level of performance is actually perfect. Now let's talk about driving feel, because numbers don't tell the full story. Based on BYD's recent cars, we can expect a comfortable and stable ride. Suspension will likely be tuned more towards comfort than sportiness, which is great for daily use. Steering might not be the most engaging, but it should be predictable and easy to handle. This is the kind of car you can drive every day without getting tired. And honestly, that matters more than aggressive handling for most buyers. But I want to ask you something. Do you actually care about sporty driving in an SUV? Or do you just want comfort and smoothness? Safety is another area where BYD has been improving a lot. The Sealion 7 is expected to come with multiple airbags, advanced driver assistance features like lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, and automatic emergency braking. The Blade battery itself is designed to be safer than traditional lithium-ion batteries, with better resistance to overheating. So from a safety perspective, this car checks most of the important boxes. Still, final safety ratings will depend on official crash tests, so we'll have to wait for that. Never just trust brand claims when it comes to safety. Now, practicality, because this is where real buyers make decisions. The Sealion 7 offers decent boot space, enough for family use, groceries, and even small trips. The flat floor design in EVs gives you better cabin space utilization. Charging is also an important factor. Fast charging support is expected, which means you can get a decent charge in under an hour at fast chargers. Home charging will obviously take longer, but that's standard for all EVs. Running cost will be low compared to petrol or diesel cars, which is one of the biggest advantages. But charging infrastructure still depends on your location, so that's something you need to think about seriously. Market positioning, and this is where things get really interesting. BYD is not trying to beat Tesla directly on brand image. Instead, it's targeting buyers who want similar features at a lower price. Think of it as a smart alternative rather than a direct competitor. It's going to compete with cars like Tesla Model Y, Hyundai Ioniq 5, and Kia EV6, but with a stronger focus on affordability. And let's be honest, price matters. A lot. So final verdict. The 2026-27 BYD Sealion 7 is not trying to be the best EV in the world. It's trying to be the most sensible one. It offers good design, solid performance, practical features, and decent tech, all wrapped in a package that should be more affordable than its rivals. Expected price could land somewhere between $40,000 to $50,000 depending on the market, and launch is likely around late 2026 or early 2027. If BYD gets the pricing right, this car can seriously disrupt the EV market. But now I want your honest opinion. Would you actually consider buying a BYD, or is brand still a deal breaker for you? And if you enjoyed this real no-nonsense review, make sure to hit subscribe, drop a comment, and tell me which car you want next on Avengers Autos. Because here, we don't sell hype, we talk reality.